How did the investiture controversy redefine church-state relations? Imagine a time when kings and emperors could choose their own bishops and abbots, wielding both political and spiritual power. That was the old way before the investiture controversy changed everything. This conflict was a fierce battle over who had the right to appoint church officials, the pope or the secular ruler. Before the controversy, monarchs believed they could invest church leaders with symbols like rings and staffs, making them both spiritual and political figures. This meant the church was deeply tied to royal authority, and rulers could control church policies and influence religious decisions. But in the late 11th century, Pope Gregory VII and Holy Roman Emperor Henry IV clashed over this practice. The Pope wanted to stop secular rulers from appointing bishops, arguing that only the church should have that power. The emperor disagreed, seeing appointment rights as part of his authority. The conflict led to excommunications and even civil wars, showing how tense church and state relations had become. The turning point came with the Concordat of Worms in 1122. This agreement allowed the church to choose bishops and invest them with spiritual symbols like the ring and staff. The emperor could still have a say, mainly in the election process and granting some temporal authority, symbolized by a scepter or lance. This treaty drew a clear line between spiritual and worldly power. It made the church more independent from secular rulers and strengthened the pope's authority as the top spiritual leader. The controversy also weakened the power of kings and emperors in Germany for many years, giving more influence to local church officials like bishops and abbots. It set a precedent that church appointments should be free from direct royal control. In the bigger picture of the High Middle Ages, this conflict was a major step in defining the role of the papacy as a powerful political force. It showed that spiritual authority could not be fully controlled by kings and emperors. This shift helped shape the way church and state interacted in Europe for centuries to come. The investiture controversy was more than a fight over appointments. It was a turning point that changed the balance of power between religious and secular authorities forever.